righty.
All right. And Retired Life Inspired begins now. My name is Annie M. And let me begin, as I always do, with I bear witness there is one God, his exalted Christ, and the Messiah in our midst. I greet you in their names. In the greeting words of peace of Assalamu alaikum simply means peace be unto you. And I hope you're doing well. This is going to be my final video. Maybe, I don't know. We're not too sure. We haven't decided yet. Of the year. But before I go any further, do remember to like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and share. Just hit the subscribe button down there somewhere in the bottom on your screen. And share it with a friend. Because this helps me to actually, the more we get this out there, it helps with the algorithm. Do not ask me how that even works. Don't know, don't care. All I know is the more that we share that, the more content like this I can put out. And it's such a joy. I'm having such a blast. Also, Retired Life Inspired is dedicated to the 50 plus woman, but gentlemen, don't feel left out. Yes, you can watch and listen too. There's things in this for you as well. But it is dedicated to the 50 plus single woman who has found herself in a different world at this time. And because of that, it might be a different way she's going to have to secure herself. The day of the pension is going away if it's not pretty much gone already. So the online world might be that way that she can actually secure herself. Do check out retiredlifeinspired.com and see how it can help you. Also, don't forget, I had just created, speaking of online, and the things that retiredlifeinspired.com has helped me to do, and that is create my little journals. Don't forget, you can actually get those. The information will be below. The prayer journal and the meditation journal as well. But without further delay, and this is, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. This is my dear sister that we had the pleasure of meeting on a platform called Prayer and Fasting. And beautiful sister, talented sister, creative sister, who is really a quintessential example of really how the online world can help a person to take an idea, a passion, and promote it. And do you prefer going by Sondra L or Sondra X, or what do you prefer?
Sondra L or just Sondra.
Sondra, my sister Sondra, will that work? This is a beautiful sister who has launched a skincare line. And you know, God only knows where else she's going to take this, but she has launched a skincare line, and I'm going to just read her bio because this is really a great bio. So, glasses so I can see. That would be helpful. So, as a lover of creams and lotions and potions, I like that. Sondra is a 20 plus year veteran makeup artist and beauty expert who lives and works in the Washington, D.C. area. When she's not wielding her brushes to make women look their most beautiful, you can find her scouring boutiques for those innovative beauty products or instructing a beauty novice on the virtues of the importance of eyeliner and mascara. As a highly diverse and creative individual with an uncanny knowledge of color and makeup, application, and sound expert skincare advice, Sondra's experience, including creating looks as a regional makeup artist with fashion beauty brands MAC, Bobbi Brown, NARS, and Laura Mercier Cosmetics, and face painter for L'Oreal International Designer Collection, Giorgio Armani Beauty and YSL Cosmetics, providing her talents as a makeup artist at New York Fashion Week. Extremely cool. Sondra's approach to makeup is a natural one, which lends her creativity to an aesthetic that is fresh, modern, and glamorous. After several years of research, Sondra launched her new beauty brand, ICONIC Alchemy, in 2022, just this year. The brand's first product is a clean and luxurious facial oil called PALOMA Glow Nourishing Serum. And we're going to have the link in the description below so you can figure out and find how you can also get it too. And I think you're going to probably really be dashing for the link when we have after this interview, after you've observed this interview, because this is going to be a good one. I can tell. Welcome. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you, sister. Can you hear me?
I hear you beautifully. Yeah, it came across beautifully. So, wow. Okay. Iconic Alchemy. Well, first of all, what was it? Tell us a little bit more. The bio is beautiful, but what was that tipping point? What was that thing that made you decide, you know what? I want to go in this direction. This intrigues me. This is my passion. What was that? What happened?
Well, to be honest, beauty is something I've always been into, and having my own line is something that I've always wanted. But over the years, I just didn't know how to bring it forth.
Okay.
It was one of those things where I will research it, then put it away, research it, come back to it, put it away. But then around 2015 is when I really started to, the ideas really started to flow to me.
Okay.
The advent of having an internet, I was able to find things, that I wanted a lot easier than prior to pre-internet, I should say.
Okay.
And to come forth with a line is a little bit more, it's a little bit easier now than it was back then. So,
Yes.
I decided to, and then when COVID happened, let me say this, when COVID happened,
Mm-hmm.
it was a blessing to me because I was able to put the pedal to the metal and get this thing done and out. So
Yes, ma'am. You used your time.
I
You
used
used the time. Who would you say was probably someone that inspired you to even go down this road? You kind of mentioned it to me, but I think it's a beautiful.
well, first I would say my mom. She
Yeah.
was, my first beauty inspiration. Her and Diana Ross. I love Diana.
Yeah. The ultimate diva.
Yes.
Oh man.
And if my mother were here, she would tell you. She said this girl ate, sleep, and drank Diana Ross. So yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Of course.
But yeah, that's where it all germinated. That's where it all started.
Mhm.
Down the line, I would say one of my biggest beauty inspirations as far as business is concerned is the makeup artist Bobbi Brown herself.
Yes.
She's a Jewish woman, but
Mhm.
best beauty the best business acumen that
Yes,
that I've
ma'am.
seen. But I was really inspired by her.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm a Bobby Brown fan, and I've been learning of her new line that's come out. Really, really quite nice. So yeah, yeah. You have to meet my daughter. You guys gonna talk for hours. So
Can't wait.
oh, you will. This wonderful product. Tell me a little bit about the name Iconic Alchemy. Where did that come from? I like that name.
Thank you. Well, it came from oh gosh, it kind of came to me after trying to figure out a name to come up with for my business. And I've tried everything. I looked at every word, everything that sounded cute and interesting. I would write it down, but nothing really resonated. And
Right.
one day, I do remember I was in a grocery store and the name came across, just hit me in it, just came to my mind.
Okay.
And what it means is, the iconic comes from, like your cult beauty product.
Right.
You have your whatever is cult beauty to you. You have your Estee Lauder. I know she's famous for her advanced night serum.
Okay.
A hit for her. You have the there's this one that's really good in the hood called Egyptian Magic Cream. That's kind of like a cult beauty classic. So that's
Okay.
where the iconic comes in. And with all the ingredients that make it iconic, that's where the alchemy comes in. So that's how I came up with the name for my brand.
I like that. And you said you hit something that's very important. It really does have to resonate with you because it is an extension of you.
Exactly. Yes, ma'am.
It really is. It really is. Paloma, the
Yes.
facial oil. I
Mhm.
love that title. It's just something about it. It just has a very international kind of feel.
Yes.
A
Hmm.
really universal feel. Is this a product for all skin types?
It is a product for all skin types. And the main three ingredients, I don't know if you can see my background back here,
Yeah, yeah.
but it's rosehip oil, argan oil, and sea buckthorn oils are the main components of it.
Ooh.
Yes, all skin types can use it. Um,
Okay.
And you can use it however you see fit. I could, just give you a quick pointer. I'm someone with oily skin.
Okay.
I use mines mainly at night.
Mm-hmm.
So after I do my whole regimen, the cleansing, toning, my treatment, then I'll put this on last to kind of seal everything up.
Okay.
Yeah, so when you wake up in the morning, your skin is bright and glowy. But then
Mm-hmm.
if you're a little bit more dry, you can use it a little bit more frequently. Under makeup with your skincare. You can even mix a drop with your foundation if you want to, if you wear foundation, if you just want to
Okay.
sheer it out a little bit. So yeah, you can use it in multiple ways.
See, that's what I was going to ask you about, especially about, and you mentioned the fact that you have an oily skin. I think often what I'm learning is that as we cleanse, you're removing, that's
Mm-hmm.
the removing process portion, but now you need to feed. There's
Yes.
another process for the skincare you need to feed.
Mhm.
And even people who have an oily skin type still need to replenish those oils properly.
Yes, you do.
With the weather that it is right now, I don't know where it's like with you, but it's like out in the cold.
Mhm.
And a lot of moisture is going out of the skin.
Yes.
This would probably be very beneficial. Is it also very beneficial in the summertime, or would you maybe adjust the use of it a little bit?
Again, it depends on your and usually a lot of times not so much your skin type, it's your skin condition.
Okay.
If you find yourself with a little bit of a sunburn or something,
Okay.
and even if you're oily, if you need something that's going to calm it down, you can use the oil. Um,
Okay.
it just depends, like I said, on
Hmm.
what you're feeling, and like you just mentioned, um, because it's so cold outside, and
Hmm.
not only does the cold rob you of your moisture, inside with the heating and everything can rob you
Right.
of moisture as well. So yes, regardless of your skin type, if you feel you need a little something extra, anybody can use it.
What would you suggest? And I already, I'm setting this up because I already know which direction you're going to go. But I think this is something a lot of women think is not necessary. When I have my conversations with my eldest daughter, who is an esthetician, and is again, y'all gonna have both of them on this program at one point, because I'm just gonna sit back and let them talk, because I think we downplay, we think things like, okay, if you have to pick between food
Mhm.
and makeup, yeah, I get it. I know it's gonna win, food, right?
Right. Yes,
But I think sometimes we downplay the importance of making ourselves feel good,
we do.
of honoring ourselves in the way of our physical appearance.
Yes.
And how would you say, you're as a makeup artist, did you not sometimes feel like when you would maybe give someone a nice makeover, that they kind of rediscovered themselves?
Oh, yes, definitely.
Mm,
Definitely. When I was working as a freelance artist in the department stores, when I
mm-hmm,
worked for the Bobby Browns and the Macs,
mm-hmm,
one of the things that they stressed that we asked them, particularly when I worked for Bobby Brown, was what is your lifestyle like? Because the key was to help them to you know um, discover products that was going to help them to beautify themselves in a
mm-hmm.
time that they had that would fit in with their lifestyle, so to speak. And yes, they do discover themselves once they go, because, well, put it this way, when you sit the woman in the chair,
Right.
she's already self-conscious.
Mm-hmm,
She's always talking about, oh, I have lines here and I'm wrinkled, I
mm-hmm,
don't look like I used to look when I was this age, I had this when
mm-hmm.
I was 20. And it's like, stop picking on yourself.
Good
Definitely.
point. Excellent point. Yes, ma'am.
Because what you don't see, other people will see. And and the thing of it is, let's be honest, I don't care what age you are, we all need a little bit of help, some
Yes,
more than
ma'am.
others, but but at the same time, it's all in how you feel about yourself. And to me, there's nothing wrong with wearing a little makeup if you want to feel better about yourself. So yes, but I've seen the transformation, definitely.
I think it's a beautiful service for people. I think it's nothing wrong with helping a person rediscover themselves and appreciate themselves and realize, like you said, stop picking on yourself and realize you're not as bad as you like to think you are.
Exactly.
You got
Exactly.
more going on than you realize.
Yeah. And I've had a lot of beautiful women in my chair, and for whatever reason, they just, and I guess we all get that way, they're down on themselves. And I'm like, you are gorgeous. What are you talking about? But they don't believe it. But then when you, give them a little lipstick, little eyeshadow or something, it's like, oh, okay, I do feel better about myself, So
What do you say to the person who, and I've heard some makeup artists say this,
mhm.
the person wants to look, they want you to do their face, but they want you to look like, they want you to remake them into somebody else rather than really play up their own features. It's like it's kind of like what we just were speaking of, but what do you say to people who are maybe like trying to cover too much, maybe too much?
Well, firstly, if they come to me and they say they want to look like someone else, I will tell them I'm not that person.
Okay.
Yeah, too
That's
simple.
straight off the bat. It ain't gonna happen here.
No, ma'am. I said, there are other people that can do that for you, but I'm not going to do that to you. Because my thing is, once you leave my chair, I want you to be able to recreate what I just did. That's the main thing. So, not only are you doing the makeup on them, you're teaching them at the same time. So
Right.
you don't want them to, because if you do a beautiful job, and like I said, and I'm the queen of natural. So I want them to go home and be able to do the same thing for themselves.
Yes, ma'am.
So, but no, and I mean, there's no knock on, if you want to do something a little bit different, that's fine, but I'm not the person for that.
Good point. Was there be anything else as far as we're gonna get ready to wrap it up? Is there anything you would like to impart? Just like to share any tip you would like to give to
Um,
people in general?
I would just say if you are into beauty and you want to, even if you haven't explored beauty, no matter how old you are,
Hmm.
I would say the first place to start is, start slow and to start with your skin first. Don't jump to the makeup if you're not used to wearing makeup. Um, get your skin together first. That's the main thing. And the more you realize that your skin is starting to glow and look better, you don't even need as much makeup as you think you need.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right. That is it right there. Start with the foundation, your canvas, and
Exactly.
work from there. That's beautiful. Well, I will say this, you definitely practice what you preach because you are an absolutely beautiful, gorgeous woman with a inside and out. And I'm so happy for you and have to support you. And all of us can support
Yes.
Sister Sondra with this gorgeous, wonderful product. The link, of course, again, will be in the description below. Do check it out. Check out her website. Any plans? Maybe having a men skincare line? You think that might be something popping up in the future?
Possibly.
Possibly. Who knows, right? Who knows? Well,
Anything is possible. But
anything is possible. This is
men
true.
can use this product too. It's not, it's not just for women. Men can use it too. Here's the thing, men have skin.
Yeah, nicely said. Men have skin. Did you all hear that? So
Men have skin, yes.
take care of your skin too, gentlemen that are watching. Yes, check out the link below. With that being said, again, we have to invite you back. This has been lovely. It'll be wonderful. And I'm a true confessions. We had to use her Zoom because something up with my computer. I can't remember the password. I normally write it down. Did I write it down? No, I didn't write it down. Okay. Don't come to me. Leave me alone. I can't remember it. So she helped me out. But we got it done anyway. So that was what was important.
Okay.
That being said, Again, do like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and share. Have a beautiful rest of your week.
Yes, thank you.
Create your life inspired, as our beautiful sister here is doing so beautifully. And as always, peace and take care.